Alright guys, Blackwar here and welcome to another video, and today we're going to, I'm going to do my prediction for the World Cup final between France and Croatia. We'll first go through the lineups, compare the positions of the players, then go to the shape and the fitness of the team, and finally the prediction. So, lineups wise, France is going to do the exact same as it always does. Lloris, Pavard, Umtiti, Varane, Hernandez, Pogba, Kante, Mbappe, Matuidi, Griezmann, and Giroud. Croatia should have the same lineup, even though they've been struck by injuries recently. So it should be Subasic, Vasilko, Vida, Lovren, Strinic, or Pavaric, depending on the injury. Brozovic, Rakitic, Rebic, Modric, Perisic, or I don't know, maybe Kovacic if there's an injury, and Mandzukic. So goalkeeper wise, I think like it's close, but Subasic had a great tournament, very impressive, and despite that, I think Lloris has the edge over him just because he has more experience, and I think he's like slightly better than Daniel Subasic. But it's very close. So I'm gonna go Lloris is the best goalkeeper. Right back, Vasilko all the way. I love Pavard, but defensively he's weak. Very weak defensively. And I think he could do with an improvement, but he's still young, and it's promising for the future. So I'll go Vasilko. Both centre backs, there's no way, like there's no talks about this. Vida and Lovren are like worse than Umtiti and Varane. Umtiti and Varane is like one of the best centre backs pairing there is. Varane is a monster. Umtiti is a bit below him, but Varane is an absolute monster. And so yeah, Varane and Umtiti are the best centre backs of the game. Left back, Lucas Hernandez all the way. No matter who he plays, if it's Strinic or Pavaric, all the way Lucas Hernandez. He's for me one of the best left backs in the world. He's having an incredible World Cup. I barely knew him, but what a player he is. And I'm lucky he decided to play for France and not Spain. Now, next player, the two centre mids, Pogba, Kante against Brozovic and Rakitic. It's tough because usually I'd say that Croatia has the best midfield in the world. But Rakitic is gonna play his 71st game of the season. He seems completely exhausted, and just for this, because it's such a tight battle, I think that France can have the edge over Rakitic here and over Croatia. The next position, right wing, right mid, Mbappe all the way against Rebic. I hate Mbappe with a passion, but I think that there's not a lot of right midfielders that are better than Mbappe today. So yeah, Kylian Mbappe over Rebic. On the left side, I mean I love Matuidi. I love the guy, but there's no way Matuidi is going to be better than an actual left mid in even Perisic. So I'll say Perisic has the edge because he's just natural at this position. Center attacking mid, Griezmann against Modric. Two very different positions. Because I mean, two different players because they have two different roles. Modric is there to deliver the play, to pass the ball, to see the gaps, to be a maestro in the midfield. Whereas Griezmann is there so he can score and try to help getting the support from Giroud to play backwards to him. So it's very different, like a different style of play, and it's kind of incomparable because you've got one playing more as a center forward, the other playing more as a center mid. So I'm just not gonna say anything. They're both very good at their position, and the striker Mandzukic all the way. So that was for the lineup. That was for the lineup explanation, I guess. Now the shape of the team will start physically. So Croatia has played 3 extra times, 2 penalty shootouts. France has always finished their games after 90 minutes. France played on Tuesday, whereas Croatia played on Wednesday. So physically wise, we'd have the advantage. Also, we don't have any reported injuries or something along those lines. So I think we should be good for this. However, it's a World Cup final, so like the physical abilities don't like depend that much. It's mainly the moral that's going to be important. And speaking of moral, we're going to jump straight onto that, starting with France. So I think we've got the best moral out of the two teams because I mean we lost the Euros with basically the same group because we were condescending. We were sure we were going to win. It was quite a similar situation. We were playing an underdog. No one expected the underdog to be here, let alone to win the World Cup. So it was a tough situation, and we just came in the game like, okay, we've won, which is something I don't think we'll do again because we know what's gonna happen if we do this. So I think we're gonna have like this as a strength. Also, the fact that we have sorry, the fact that like France couldn't get a second star on their badge after what happened in 2006 could be incredible. And like there's so many people supporting the team. I mean, it's the same in Croatia, don't get me wrong, but like it's completely madness in Paris. And I think this is where we have our strength. But Croatia are like very strong as well. The last time they went that far in the competition was in 1998, back when they had Davor Shuka, and they reached the semifinals of the World Cup, and they lost against France. So that's gonna be an interesting fixture because they'll want to have a revenge, which is understandable. They're gonna have a revenge over France because they want to like bring a trophy home. And also think of some players like Luka Modric, who had such tough background when he was a kid. I think he was like, I think he's been deported. There was complications with the war with Yugoslavia back in the days, and I'm just thinking like he could be a hero for so many people back in his country. So it's like morally wise, I think Croatia may have the slight edge. If it stays 90 minutes, I don't think we're gonna lose. If it goes to extra time, I'm gonna be extremely worried. I'm not gonna lie, because they have the experience of playing in extra time, something we don't have. Same if it goes to penalties, they've won all their shootouts yet. So it's tough. It's a tough situation. But I think we're gonna go now to my prediction. So first 10 minutes of the game will be kind of an observatory round, trying to see what the other one is doing, trying to see like the retributions, who's gonna mark who, things like this. But then after the 10-15 minutes, I think France will have the edge. We're gonna push, we're gonna have the possession, trying to like make some attacks or make some runs because Croatia will be extremely solid at the back. And probably like Mbappe will, I don't know, make a shot. It's gonna be deflected. Somehow it's gonna land in Griezmann's feet, and Griezmann will like bury it home to make it a 1-0. Like let's say 27th minute, and then we'll completely dominate the game. Well, at least the first half. We'll have chances. But we'll find the post. We'll find the post. Sorry, or Subasic will have the game of his career, and we'll go back to halftime. Well, we'll go back to like the changing room with a 1-0 lead. And at this point, we're gonna think that we've got the competition in our hands, and Croatia will come back very strong, leading them to push us to get some chances and even to equalize at the 60th minute, 65th minute, let's say, with Ante Rebic. And from that point onwards, It's gonna be a huge battle. No one's gonna dominate the game. There'll be chance from like for each other team, but I think like there's gonna be a set piece, probably a corner, whipped in by Griezmann at the 88th, 89th minute, and Giroud is going to emerge from the rest of the humans to bury his header home and make France win the World Cup. So I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for France at the World Cup. I'm really hoping it's gonna happen. I really am. I think we've got the capacity to do it. We've got the players. We have everything in our possession to do such thing. So I can't see why we could lose. But yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 France. We won't smash them. You never smash such an opponent in a World Cup final. But I think I'm hoping we're gonna win. I already am. I'll be in Paris for the final, alongside a million people, I think, on the Champs-Élysées, just well to witness history. And yeah, as I said, I'm hoping we're gonna win. Please let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my predictions, or let me know also if you disagree. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below. Join my social medias. The links are in the description. And I've been Blackwar. It's been a pleasure talking to you today, guys. Goodbye.